So I was literally just coming to do a video on my original Galaxy Fold and the Z Fold7, but just look at this. I think it just froze up on me or something. I ain't never seen this before. It's literally just like, it won't do nothing. Oh yeah, this phone cooked. It's Swiss cheese, dog. Like, I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and like force restart or something. I just turned it on. How did it freeze already? So I just did my week update on the Z Fold7, and then it got me thinking, man, like, it's crazy how much they really changed these foldable phones, man. I was showing this off a little bit too, right? But this is crazy right here. The difference between this and this, bro, I mean, just like, you can see it. But they changed up a lot more than you can see from the jump. So I gotta show you the difference between the Galaxy Fold 1 and the Z Fold7. All right, so where do I even start? So first up, Samsung actually came out with this phone in 2019, right? We know the whole debacle with the whole Galaxy Fold 1 and how the screen's broken, whatever. MKBHD took out the screen protector. That wasn't really that good of an idea. And yeah, ended up like, you know, the whole thing. But let's just check these out visually. So on the back here, right, you can see that clearly we still have the 3 cameras and everything. We still have the flash. They might have just been moved and like tweaked a little bit, but we still have the same 3 cameras. Now, obviously the cameras have been improved, right? We're coming from 2019 to 2025. That is a 6-year gap. So I would hope that we got new cameras. They also ditched this like shiny design over here. So like, that's definitely like, I'm not gonna lie, man, this still looks like a jewelry box to me, and I don't know. I still think I might like the design more than the Galaxy Z Fold7. I just love the way the original Fold looks. But the Z Fold7 is definitely a good looking phone for sure, man. Like, I don't know, like, what do y'all think? And they definitely changed the rear camera. So on the Galaxy Fold, the original one, we have a 12 megapixel main camera, we have a 16 megapixel ultra wide, and then we have a 12 megapixel telephoto. Now let's compare that to the Galaxy Z Fold7. So on the main camera, we have a 200 megapixel camera, big difference, but it's still a gimmick. So I'll talk about that more later, but it's just like, it blows out the whole sun and everything. Like, I'm not really a big fan of the 200 megapixels, but we have that, and then we have a 12 megapixel ultra wide, and then we have a 10 megapixel, I think it is, telephoto. Now let's turn this around and look at the front. Oh my God. Holy, look at that difference right there. Let me just go and pull this up, and let's go and pull up the phone on both of these, and just look at that. That is a crazy difference right there. You can screenshot this if you want to. Let me go ahead and just turn up the brightness on both of these, clear out these notifications. But look at that. That is a wild difference. That is one crazy difference right there, bro. Now, here's the thing though. This was actually comfortable to use for one-handed ability. Like, they was talking about this at the whole Galaxy Unpacked thing in 2019, like how easy it is to just use with one hand. And it is easy with one hand. It's not as easy to use it up on here. I'll still take this over this, but at the same time, though, like I said, one-hand ability is easy up on here. So, I mean, it was cool. We also have here at the top an earpiece. We have a 10 megapixel camera, and then we still have a 10 megapixel camera in the Z Fold7. And that's literally it. So just everything here on the front is just that. And then we have, like, you know, we have the light sensor or whatever else, but that's about it. But now let's go to the hinge. The hinge made a big difference, and I'll go and talk about that with flex mode and everything like that. Just look at that. That is a crazy difference with the thickness, and we'll talk about that too. Now, something I did like about the original Fold is like, if you go ahead and shimmy this around, you could have this like kind of rainbowy Samsung effect to it with the Samsung logo. So I did like that. But now let's go and talk about the thickness with both of these phones. So I'm gonna go ahead and unfold this, and this is probably where you're gonna see it the most dramatic. So I just want y'all to go ahead and just pay attention to this. Do you see that right there? Well, I guess it ain't as dramatic, but if I go ahead and just put these side by side, you can definitely see that the Z Fold7 is thinner than the original Fold. Now let me go and fold this back up, and let me go and show you that too. So if I go and put these side by side, oh yeah, so you could you can definitely tell the difference with that right there, man. That is a huge difference, huge. Just this gap alone, you can see right here that we actually have a gap right through here. You can kind of see through the phone if you see the pool table right here. Yeah, you can actually see that through the phone. You can't see that with the Z Fold7 at all. So yeah, oh yeah, that is a massive difference. It's like I said, with the hinge and everything too, they tucked that down so it's not sticking out as much at all, like nearly as much as the Z Fold. Now let's go and open up both of these phones and just look at this side by side. Oh yeah, that is a massive difference. If I go and put these just like that, you can see that the original Fold is definitely more narrow than the Z Fold7 too. So we got a bigger screen this way, and if I go and put these side by side like that, I mean, the height is about the same, but like, it definitely got wider. Also, we don't have that fat notch over here in the top right corner, so I mean, that was a big thing that everybody hated with the original Fold too. But honestly, like, this kind of narrowness, it's a little nice too. But yeah, that notch right there was atrocious. So we actually have 2 cameras up in here. I don't even know if you can really see that, but we have a regular camera, and then we have a wide angle camera. So this is before they started doing hole punches. But if I go here to the camera, let me go and pull that up, and then, okay, so we're already in selfie mode, but we can do this, and we have an ultra wide camera. That was also 10 megapixels. So both of these phones have the same cameras, both in and out, and on the back we have, well, dramatically different, but on the actual selfie cameras and everything, that's still the same. But yeah, I mean, like, Samsung definitely snapped with the improvement of the screens and everything on the Z Fold 7 and the original Fold. Because it doesn't just stop visually, right? As you can see, if I zoom in, we actually have a dead pixel. I forgot where it is on my phone. It is right over here. So it's kind of hard to see, but if I go ahead and do that, maybe, okay, yeah, you could kind of see it right there. So we have a dead pixel just sitting right there on my phone. Honestly, it's not that noticeable at all. So that's pretty much all I got, but they did improve the durability of the actual inside screens up on here. So instead of just plastic on the original Fold, we actually have ultra thin glass on these newer Z Folds. So just like, I think it was starting from the Z Fold 2, which I actually have right here. Even this was a big difference, but the Z Fold 2, this had an ultra thin glass, and I think this is where Samsung actually started off with. So just putting that over here to the side, yeah, we actually have a big difference with durability. Now they actually fixed that problem already with the screen protector, where if you go and take it off, then it's gonna go ahead and break the screen. It doesn't really do that in these newer Galaxy Fold models, but I mean, I still wouldn't take it off. And then over time, of course, I mean, the screen does look better in my opinion. They made it brighter and everything, way brighter than the original Fold. Same thing for the cover screen. If I go and fold this up, we do have a brighter cover screen and everything. So let me go and turn up the brightness on both of these, and yeah, it's definitely brighter on the Z Fold 7. We still both got AMOLED and everything, nothing changed about that, so that's pretty much all the same. But folding this up, let's go and talk about another change real quick. So Samsung used to do this weird thing where this was not a power button. This was only a fingerprint scanner. This is the power button right here. So as you can see right there, I mean, it wasn't really that good for a fingerprint scanner. It did work though. But nowadays, Samsung, even with the Z Fold 2 over here, they did fix that, but we actually have the fingerprint scanner built into the power button. Now let's go and talk about that flex mode over here. So I was telling y'all that these newer Galaxy Folds, ever since the Z Fold 2 again, like they made a big difference just from the Z Fold 2 and the original Fold alone, but we have flex mode now. So you probably already know this, but with the flex hinge, you could basically do things like you could go ahead and watch this video, and you could go ahead and fold this phone up like this, and you could just go ahead and kind of just watch it. So you could just prop your phone up like that, and you ain't really gotta worry about, you know, just holding your phone up or whatever like that, because the phone doing it for you, or at least the hinges. Now, if we go and grab our OG Galaxy Fold over here, the Galaxy Fold 1, if I go ahead and just pull this up, what was this, Drewski or something like that? Oh, no, it's not even Drewski. Well, I thought that was Drewski for a second. I saw a big black dude, I thought it was Drewski, but anyway, look at this though. So like you can see over here, right? If I go and fold this, we just don't got flex mode because the phone can't recognize it because we don't got that type of hinge and nothing like that. So the hinge is way more advanced and way slimmer on the Z Fold 7 and even like the Z Fold 2 and all that than the original Fold. And then, you know, you got things like if you go ahead and just get the upgraded version of the spec'd out version of the Z Fold 7, you could go ahead and get 16 gigs of RAM max. That's the first time they ever upgraded the RAM. Because on here, the Z Fold 6, the Z Fold 5, whatever Fold you want to look at, they all had 12 gigs of RAM max. And now we got 16, up to 16 at least on the Z Fold 7. Like I said though, there is things I do like about the OG Fold. Like you can see I could just palm this thing in my hand easily. Like with the Z Fold 7, I can't do that at all. I do like the wider aspect ratio, but this is cool too. I could just palm it with no issue. But one of the biggest changes that we got with these phones ain't even the phones themselves. Look at this. Original Fold box, Z Fold 7. Look at that difference right there, bro. I mean, like, come on now. I mean, I don't even gotta say nothing. You can see it yourself. We is getting a bare minimum now. We is getting a full stamps presentation, a full stamps unboxing with these phones. Like, it's sad. I mean, actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me go and put this back in the box. Let me go and show you how we used to go ahead and unbox our original Galaxy Fold. So first off, you have this shimmery design over here, right? Cool. You go and slide this out. Boom. Galaxy Fold. Slide that out too. And now you just have Galaxy right here. It looked beautiful and everything. And then you was presented with your phone right here, looking all crazy and everything. Like, I love the unboxing. You even got these cards over there. It said, unfold the future, meet your Galaxy Fold. Galaxy Fold Premiere service. We had this too. And then you got some other accessories up in here, like you got your charger. You have a charger brick. Ain't that crazy? We have a charger brick up in here. And it didn't even stop right there. We had a carbon fiber case and we had Galaxy Buds in a box. Let's see what we got with the Z Fold 7. All right, that's gonna be about it. That's what we got with the box. It's sad, bro. It's so sad. It's literally the same exact price as the original Galaxy Fold, but we got way less in the box. I do understand that we got way more phone, but at the same time, no, that don't excuse why we got this much less in the box now, man. Like, I don't like that. So overall, I gotta say, I love my Z Fold 7. It's got its issues so far, and I'll go ahead and share that over time. But like, just so far though, like, I'm satisfied with it, man. But y'all let me know in the comments below how y'all feeling about the Z Fold 7 and the Fold 1. So I'm about to go and get about here, man. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, go get this video a like. And if you really liked it, go and subscribe. But go follow me on my social media, Eddie Setic, on Instagram and X and Facebook, but it's Scrim and X are most active. But with that being said though, I'm about to go and end this video right now. So I'm gonna go and get up with y'all later. Be smooth. Peace out.